apartment's actually clean right now. So I don't even know who she is because she's not me on a normal basis.
Why
Although,
are you sitting on the floor?
well, I was on the couch, but my back was kind of tight. So I was like, what if I sit with my back up against the couch and stretch? And now we're on the floor.
This is the Experience Podcast with me and someone else.
It's Elizabeth, and I'm as chaotic as ever.
No,
Oh,
you're not. That's the whole point today. You're not,
actually,
right?
that's true. I'm not as chaotic as ever. Actually, I am kind of chaotic. No, I'm not. I had a very normal evening. I went to the gym, learned my new exercises with my trainer, had some dinner. Now we're here. Watched my parents for almost like an hour tonight.
Oh, what was
Yeah,
that about?
well, there's some exciting stuff going on in the Gilby household. Specifically,
Okay.
that my mom is having the kitchen cabinets repainted. Like they're wood and they've always been just like stained. This kind of it's like a pretty like neutral brown wood stain. Actually, she was telling me that she showed a picture of the kitchen to her friend at church, and then that friend said it reminded her of the kitchen in that 70s show. And I was like, well, your kitchen was designed in the 70s. So there you go. But I thought that was really funny. And I laughed really hard at that when my mom told me that on the phone this afternoon. So,
Can you give us an example of that laugh? Can you
no, I can't
reperform
do
it?
it. I feel like it's like in the moment. It will be fake if I try to do it now.
Okay. Well, I'm just trying to give the audience an idea of what went down.
You're just trying to, yeah, trying to make it super real for them.
Hmm hmm
That's fair.
Authenticity is big these days. People want authenticity, you know?
The people want to know what's really going on. Well,
Yeah.
if you do want me to do an activity, we can fill out my outpatient registration form for physical therapy tomorrow.
Oh, okay. What does that entail?
Well, it's like kind of a big packet. There's like 7 pages. 6 pages?
That seems like too much is this like is this a recurring thing?
No, this is my first physical therapy session for my shoulder. I'm gonna try and fix my shoulder pain. So
Hmm.
I think that will be, I think it'll be good. But I guess long story short on the shoulder journey, I think in 2020 is when my shoulder started hurting. And at the time, I was still on my parents' insurance, and through that insurance, I got like basically a virtual physical therapist that was a tablet that had exercises on it geared towards specifically shoulder. And then I had like a coach who would text me through like that app and check in on me doing my workouts. So like if I set whatever rhythm I set was my goal, if I like wasn't making it, or just every week she would check in and be like, hey, how are you doing? This is rhythm working for you. How's your shoulder feel? Blah, blah, blah. But ended up falling off of that, and it wasn't that bad. Just kind of like existing with slight pain from time to time because I sleep on my side. So sometimes I end up sleeping on my bad shoulder. But last year, I was pitching, messing around on we were on a softball diamond, but I was throwing baseballs. Um, but I threw my shoulder out, like when I came down on a pitch, like came out of the socket, and that was really painful. I like, couldn't sleep for like 2 days because I couldn't lay comfortably without my shoulder hurting. So that was kind of not it. But after a couple days, that was fine. And I was like, okay, I really need to get into physical therapy. And I finally got into a physical therapist office. It took this long, but I'm finally there. Really, what was the long part of the journey was not waiting on them to have an appointment, but getting a referral. to get into physical therapy because it's so hard to get in if you just show up and are like, hey, let me in. That's my story.
That's your years long struggle with your shoulder.
Yep. So one day it started hurting, and then it was mostly fine if I did my exercises. And then I actually like threw it out, and then it was bad. So the physical therapist is probably going to yell at me tomorrow
Why?
for not coming in sooner.
Well, you had to do your own journey.
Yeah, I had to go on my journey. So mentally preparing myself to get in trouble. But I'm like, can we just fix it? Because I would really like to be normal. And also, I have to figure out if it's going to impact any of my, like strength training that I've been doing. So, talking to my trainer today, he was like, yeah, mention all of these exercises to the PT, make sure they're okay with you doing them. And if not, I'm going to have to modify my training plan, but that's not really a big deal. So, also in the health and fitness category, I signed up for a 15K in November, so now I have to actually become a runner.
What were you before? A junior runner?
I kept using the phrase I'm like cosplaying as a runner, where I like go for some runs, but I'm like not really a runner, you know? It's like I'll like dress up as a runner.
Okay. But you did small runs though.
Yeah, I like always did small runs. I remember in undergrad, every Friday, I think my sophomore year, my second year, I would just wake up on Friday mornings and just like run the Pi Mile. And then when that was over, I would just shower and like go about my day like normal. Just to like see if I could do it. Kind of unhinged behavior.
I don't remember that.
Well, I didn't tell
Maybe
anybody about it. I just like
I was gonna say, was it a secret
I feel like this was
secret
like
event you did?
this was my secret event that I did by myself. I don't know. I did it for
Yeah, but
probably like 2 months. Like in like probably it was probably in like the like whenever it got cold, I didn't do it.
you gave up. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, winter? No, thank you. Once again, cosplaying as a runner, not really
Yeah.
committed to the art of running. But in order to actually run 9.3 miles and to do it at the pace that I want to do it, I'm actually going to have to train. So,
Okay.
runner era loading.
So go walk me through the training. Walk me, don't run me through the training exercises here. Like what are you gonna have to be doing? How often?
Well, that's
Because
kind of
I don't run. I don't know how to run. So I have
I feel
no
like I
experience
also
in
don't
this.
know how to run. So this is going to be a journey. But my understanding of typical training plans is you'll have one or two short runs, air quotes, during the week, and then you do one long run on the weekends. And then your long run essentially increases in mileage every week until you start to taper for the actual race, which you don't like, you taper like a week or two before, because if you fall off of running, you very quickly lose it. I feel like, it's all the cardio sports. If you're not consistent, then you lose it. Example, spin class. So I spin Wednesdays and Fridays, or they offer spin Wednesdays and Fridays. I try to go every Wednesday and Friday, but I end up with like a lot of lunch meetings, and so I don't always go to spin. And when I was at like my peak for spinning, on like basically we would measure it with like wattage, because you can look at a bunch of different stats that the spin bike will give you, but I would look at like what my average watts generated were over the course of the ride. So like a combination of the RPM of the pedals and the gear of tension that you have on the bike. And when I was very consistently going both Wednesday and Friday for like a month and a half straight, because I just got really into it and I was like, I refuse to let anything get in the way of my spin class, I was like doing super good. And then when I started traveling this summer and I was gone for a wedding, gone at a conference, and things like that, oh my gosh, I was like dying in spin class and I wasn't even doing like 20 watts shy of like my best. So, brutal. The cardio sports are brutal. However, I do think all of the strength training I do will definitely play well into the running side of things because I know a lot of times runners will sustain injuries because they're only running and not doing strength training. So, at the very least, hopefully I won't be getting any injuries if I do it wrong. But I do need to get a training plan. I don't know if that's something I'm going to come up with. I'm going to like research it on Google, or I know the Runna app is really popular right now. So, things to think about. And then, the balance of like what my typical activities are in a week and the fact that I still have to have rest days. So,
Yeah, what is your activity per day rate, would you say?
if
Yeah.
I'm on schedule, Monday night I do lower body strength training. Tuesday night I do upper body strength training. Wednesday I go to spin class. Thursday is my rest day. Friday I go to spin class. Saturday or Sunday I do some sort of outside activity, run, or maybe rest. It kind of just depends.
Okay, so I don't think I phrased the question right. So, um, I guess I meant, well, maybe that includes it. So I was speaking to, so last week's guest came on, and
Okay.
I won't name them until later when it'll be a fun reveal. But they said they're trying to limit their, and when I say activity, I guess I mean
Is this like heart
anything
rate
that's not,
training?
huh?
Is this going to be like heart rate training, like talking about like what zone your heart rate is in when you're doing exercise?
No, no, completely different direction. They're
Uh,
saying just doing anything outside of work and going home, basically. By that, that's what I mean by
they don't
activity.
want
I guess I mean, huh?
they don't want activities. Like,
Like or like social interactions, like the podcast would count as a thing to do for the day, you know?
okay, well, this week I had a friend over this weekend, and they
Yeah.
didn't leave until today, like this morning. So yesterday I was entertaining a friend. Today I had gym and pod. Tomorrow I have a lesson. And Thursday or Friday, we haven't nailed down the date yet, planning to watch Happy Gilmore 2 with a friend. If we don't do that on Thursday, then I might go to trivia. And then
So you're basically one a day, at least one a day.
I would say not on average, but like I like to have an activity.
Okay. Would you say and we're talking about during the week, I guess the weekends are all bets are off. Would you
I
say over the five course day you're at like three to four things during the week?
uh maybe more like 2 to 3 usually. So if I do
Okay.
too many, then I'm tired. I don't do anything on the weekend.
Okay. Yeah, because this person was saying one a week. They want to do one a week.
I think one a week is not enough external, you know.
Stimulation.
I need more stimulation in my hamster cage, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But also, I have a couple books that I'm reading right now. One for a book club. Probably about to start another book with a different book club. I checked out a third book from the library. So it's like
You have
I need
you have
time.
you have two different book clubs?
Yes. Okay. Here's the book club story. So, one book club was started by, and my first book club is just me and one other person. It is a two-person book club. So, can you really call it a book club? Argue in the comments. But
Okay, yeah.
essentially, we were on a trip and we're walking around, going through, bopping through stores, everything, and needed to kill a little bit more time and ended up in Barnes and Noble. And while we were in Barnes and Noble, we were walking through all the books, and I said something to the effect of, "Man, I really want to read the classics, but I really don't have the motivation. Maybe it would be more motivating if I had someone to read it with." And she goes, "Yeah, I feel the same way. I would like to read these books, and I feel like I should. It'd be cool to read what people consider the literary greats, books from those people, Grapes of Wrath, stuff like that." But so basically, that book club was born out of that. So we started with The Great Gatsby because that's I feel like an easy starting point. Had read it before, very renowned novel, not too long. So we read that. Then we read To the Lighthouse by Virginia Woolf. And then we read The Prince and the Pauper. And now we're reading Pride and Prejudice. And for Pride and Prejudice, we added a third person who was interested specifically for Pride and Prejudice. So that's book club number 1. Book club number 2 was when I was trying to brainstorm some programming for my employee resource group at work that I lead. And I was trying to convince them to do a book club for our professional development committee. And we would do like fun book and then educational workbook, whatever, boring. But I wanted to start on fun book because I wanted to read The Martian. And I thought that would be a good book to do since it's mostly an engineering company and engineers would be interested in reading this sci-fi book. Anyway, my committee totally shot me down. They killed it. They were like, nobody wants to do your book club. We hate this. No. And so then I was like, fine. I had people interested. Anyway, I'm just going to start the book club. And it's going to be Underground Book Club. So that book club, I think we ended up having 5 people who showed up to everything. We read The Martian, and then we read Dune, and I think we're about to start Project Hail Mary. So Andy Weir, Frank Herbert, back to Andy Weir. Because when we were reading The Martian, Paul, one of the guys in the book club, was saying how much he liked this book, but he really liked the author and probably liked Project Hail Mary better. And then recently, I'm sure you are aware, the teaser trailer for Project Hail Mary came out. So that was the catalyst for bumping that up on the priority read list.
Okay, and there's no potential third book club in the works?
I don't think so. I think that would be too many book clubs.
I don't know. I don't
Too
know.
many things. Oh, I will say, one activity that I'm doing, this is on the DL, even though I guess I'm saying it on the pod. I'm potentially locked in to do a performance of the Rocky Horror Picture Show with a troupe up here in Albany, which I'm really excited about.
This sounds familiar. Did you tell me this before? Or is
I
this
think
brand new?
I think I did mention to you that I'm like trying. I feel like I told you a couple weeks ago that I was trying to like get in on this, but I like officially talked to them and they
Okay.
like sent me the tentative dates and they're like, as soon as this is confirmed with the venue for rehearsals, like I'll send you the schedule. So
Do you have specific roles you're gonna play or
I think my role is going to be like Transylvanian person at the party, like basically background
okay.
character.
So okay,
So,
yeah. Well, you got to work your way up to the
yeah,
top then.
exactly. It's like they're not gonna be mad. They're not going to be like, oh, you're going to star as Rocky. Hello, new person who we don't know at all. Please play
Well,
Rocky.
you didn't have to audition or anything? Was this just a sign up?
No, I didn't have to audition. That's the thing is I like messaged them and I was like, do you
Hmm.
have auditions? How do I join? They're like, oh yeah, we just typically take a couple new people every year because I guess like natural attrition in the group. Um, and you either add in as like a Transylvanian or you do stage crew. So
Okay, well that's
I was like, I
exciting.
think it'd be really fun to be part of this. Which they only do they do like a one night performance at this place in Albany called the Palace Theater. And then they actually provide all of the props for you and a list of when to use the props. And so there's like toast and birdseed and the toilet paper and newspaper and yeah, all of the above. So the theater itself gets kind of trashed because people were throwing birdseed and toast and toilet paper everywhere, which is why it's only a one night thing. Unlike the Plaza Theater in Atlanta, where they do it every Friday night, but the props are not as ubiquitous. Perhaps that's the right word for it. Like you have to bring it yourself, so people don't know about all of them. There were even ones that I didn't know about I've been a couple times to Rocky Horror that were on the list when I went last year up here. So there you go.
Wow, lots of activities going on. A lot of things happening.
Yeah, well,
More than one a week.
more than one a week. Yes, more than one a week. That'll be like fairly, I think, four rehearsals, dress rehearsal, show. So that'll be a 6 day commitment for probably 2, 3 hours each time, maybe something like that.
But then you're in, right? So next time
But
you'll
then next year
already,
it's like, ooh, maybe if I like somehow show off my acting prowess, I could get
yeah.
upgraded to like Columbia or something. I don't know.
I don't know the tier rank of the different
Yeah.
roles.
Well, I would assume, right? Frankenfurter is huge. Like
Mhm.
that's like the best role in the movie. But Frankenfurter has to be played by a man. And then I guess a woman could play him. This group actually did cross gender cast a couple roles. Like they had a girl playing Rocky when I saw it last year. Um, but yeah, I feel like Frankenfurter, Brad and Janet and Rocky are like the four big ones. And then you've got the Meatloaf character, Columbia, Riff Raff, and Magenta. Who else are the named characters?
Those are pretty much all the big
I
ones,
feel like
right?
those are all like the name, like the main named characters. So I don't know.
Yeah, well, see. Um, I'm going to turn your attention to completely different now for something completely different.
Yeah.
Um, so as you know, I used to live and work in the Syracuse area,
Yep. Is
and
this a
so
Costco or the IKEA? No, what are they getting? IKEA? Costco? No.
probably Costco.
Something is going up in Syracuse.
Okay, well, I'm going to take a long winding story, and okay, it's gonna seem like it's going nowhere, but it's all necessary context. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I worked at a plant, and every year, yeah, I think it was once a year, they had a holiday party. Okay, big holiday party at the plant.
Mm-hmm.
And well, not at the plant, they would do it somewhere else. And so a couple of years ago, well, at this point, it was like several years ago, they held it at the Turning Stone Casino. Are you familiar?
I'm not familiar with the Turning Stone Casino. Is it in?
Okay, it's like a casino and resort kind of
Okay.
thing outside Syracuse. So they held it there, and everyone gets invited. Like everyone at the plant is required to go,
Okay.
basically. It's not required, but like I don't know if even expected.
Kind of lame if you don't show up.
I guess so. I mean,
It's
but
like
here's the thing.
peer
It's a
pressure.
nuclear power, huh?
It's like peer pressure to show up.
Kinda, yeah. There's a lot of peer pressure to go. It's like the big holiday party where like people dress up and they go to in this case it was a casino, so you go and a resort. So like it was like you stay overnight too. It was like a whole thing.
Oh, did they like rent the rooms?
Yeah, they would like rent out rooms for people because it's like a resort, so you
Oh,
could
oh,
stay over.
yeah, that makes
You're,
sense.
you're spending all night gambling, and then you stay overnight, and then I guess you can get in an extra lick in the morning. I don't know. The thing is, I didn't go
Mm-hmm.
to this event, and you're wondering why. Why wouldn't you go? Because I just talked about how there's so much peer pressure to go. Well,
Mm-hmm.
Elizabeth, let me tell you. Thank you for asking. But
Why didn't
um,
you go, Daniel?
uh,
We're
at a
dying.
nuclear power at a nuclear power plant, people are required to be there 24 hours a day.
Yeah, people are required to stand watch. Um,
Yes. And
yes.
in this case, I actually wasn't assigned to the shift. I was covering for someone else. I was actually working overtime, but I didn't go because I was covering for someone during that night. And it was during a night, during
Yeah,
nighttime or whatever.
night
So
shift.
I didn't go. And so um, the company, credit to them, were like, "Oh, we understand you can't go because and we're talking about okay, so there's about 2,000 people that work there. The number of
Mm-hmm.
people that were working that night are like
5 or
I don't even
6.
know the exact numbers. It's probably 50 people, around 50 people.
Okay.
So a very small portion of the people weren't able to go, right? Because they were working that night. Um, but they gave everyone who didn't work that, or who was working that night that wasn't able to go, a gift card
To go
as
there.
compensation because you can't go. And let me tell you, Elizabeth, I completely forgot about this gift card until today as I was unpacking in my new place and I found it
You
in
found
a
the gift.
random bag. And the thing is, it doesn't expire. It says right on the card, doesn't expire. And I also have no idea how much the gift card is worth. It could be $10, it could be 50, 100, hundreds. I have no idea.
It's you. You
But
think it's worth the rate of the room rental? Because that'd be a nice.
that's what I'm saying. It could be worth hundreds of, I don't think it would reach four digits. I think that's a little too much to
Yeah.
give out to people. But it's a decent gift card that I have. Um, and the
Well,
thing is,
how do you check?
huh? Huh?
Do you just have to use it to find out, or can you like look it up on like a gift
I
card?
don't know if you can look it up. I was like kind of looking at the card and it doesn't really say.
Hmm.
Like I don't even think you can use it. It's not like you can use it digitally. Like you can't use it online to buy anything, obviously, because it's a casino
Yeah.
resort gift card. But here and the thing is, I don't know if I'll ever go, but I know someone who lives kind of in the area who could take advantage of this gift card.
So wait, it's a gift card to the casino?
Yeah, casino and resort. Like I said, you could
What
like they
resort?
had it's
Are you gonna
yeah,
marry
like they
me?
had. Well, the thing is, I wish I found it a couple months ago when I actually saw you in person.
Yes.
That would have been much better. I don't know that you know what, I could mail. That's a good point. Mailing would be pretty cheap. It only costs a couple dollars for the stamp.
I mean, yeah. If you put like a regular stamp on it,
That's
I
what I
don't
mean.
I don't
Yeah.
know if it's like
There's
big.
no, there's no rush. I'm not gonna like FedEx priority
Yeah.
ship this thing.
That would
But
be a really nice story. I would definitely drive out to Syracuse.
it's well, you could look. It's called the Turning Stone. You can figure out how it can't be that far from you.
I'll drive out and be
Um,
like, hello, what's on this gift card?
it's, yeah, it can't be more than like a couple hours from you. I mean, you're the closest person that I know, other than obviously people that I know that work there. But like I said, I just found it today, or maybe it was yesterday. I
Oh,
was
here
like,
we go. It's
shoot,
only 86 miles away.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not that far for you, and maybe I
How
mean,
are,
I don't know. I don't know that you would gamble, but they must have other stuff there.
yeah,
Like like I said, it's a resort, so I don't know. Maybe you can like, oh, you could play golf, I guess.
yeah.
There's a spa. Oh, look, there's a fitness club. You can go
There we go.
do your,
Since I've
yeah.
made working out my entire personality.
Oh, there's an events calendar. Hold on. Maybe there's like a show or something.
Oh yeah, that would
Yeah,
be.
there's shows.
I feel like maybe
Okay,
I've
yeah.
seen the shows come through, like seen a couple artists listed coming through here.
That's what I'm saying. So you could figure, I think you would be able to find a use for this. You
I
could probably call
hmm
and ask how much is on the card, maybe. Like if there's like a serial number,
Yeah, for
they might be
sure.
able to figure that out. Or you could just go and hope that there's enough
You could
money
just go
to
and
do
be
what you
like,
want to
what's
do.
on this gift card? Because that would be really. Let's see, August 1st, the Black Crows are playing.
Yeah, see, look, I mean, you could, again, it might just be like $10 on the card, and then it would be
And
really, it'd be a
also
big
August
trip for you.
1st, Zizi and her gentleman and the turquoise tiger at 9:30.
See, that sounds lovely. That sounds like a great time.
Groove Marmalade. The turquoise tiger must be like their small bar. Oh wait, no, Chicago's coming through there. I keep getting ads for that.
Um, yeah, so
The
I guess
old.
I'll mail it to you. I think I have an envelope. I just got to go to or I could just go to the post office.
Mostly for the memes. How's the new digs?
It's okay. It's pretty good. I have
Didn't
very few
get a phone
complaints.
call.
Huh?
I was kind of bummed. I was like, didn't get a call.
What do you mean? What?
As a reference. I was like, they didn't call me.
Oh, I was like, what are you talking? Uh, yeah, that was very strange. They asked for a lot of things, but they approved us within like a few hours of applying, so I guess they didn't.
They didn't
Like they
really.
asked for they asked for 3 years worth of landlord references, and
Mhm.
a personal reference. I was like, I don't know. Um, and I doubt they called anyone. I think they did the background check and saw that Owen and I have never missed a payment, and they were like, fine,
Yeah.
good enough. I don't know why they needed like all the different. The application process was annoying,
Some
but it's
apartments.
good. It's a decent place. It's 3 bedroom,
Oh,
um,
nice.
2.5 bathroom. There's like an under the stairs bathroom on the first floor.
Yeah.
That's like a half bath,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's actually. Um, and I'll be alone for the next couple of months until he gets back from war.
Mhm.
But
When will my husband return from war?
it's okay. Yeah, it's fine.
Hmm. It's literally at
Got
war.
everything we need. Huh?
Yeah. Settled in? Like, are you gonna have to get some more furniture or
Oh, I gotta get tons of stuff. I still need to get a whole live. I wasn't supposed to find a dining set, but he didn't do that.
Facebook Marketplace?
This is a very small town, and the options on Facebook Marketplace are very limiting.
Not so good.
Like there was actually a series of unrelated yard sales this past weekend
Hmm.
in the area. So I went around to those, and it was all trash.
Wow.
It was like, oh my God, how do these like these things weren't? Oh wait, I just found. Wait, what is this? This is a free coffee table? Okay, never mind. I just found something on Facebook.
So
Um,
you can get some gems. You want to know a funny?
well, I went to a thrift store
Okay.
yesterday, 2 days ago, and I got this like it's kind of trashy, but it's like this little side table. I was like, oh, this will be useful. Like I can put my Wi-Fi router on it instead of leaving it on the floor.
Yeah.
Um, Owen hates it. He thinks it's trashy, which it is. But I like cleaned it. I cleaned it up a little bit. I think I need to replace like the. I can kind of easily replace the shelves, and it would
Okay.
look a little better.
Yeah.
But it is kind of like dirty. Like I said, I cleaned it up a little bit, but it's
I'm trying
okay.
to
Like
imagine what
and
this looks like.
it was
Because right now
it
I'm
was
just seeing like sad, broken table.
no, it's not broken. It's more like here. Actually, I have a picture that I sent Owen. And again, I cleaned it up, so it looks a little better than this. Um, it's not terrible. It was $8 basically at the thrift store. So I was like, okay, it's $8. If I hate it, I can always throw it out. And it's not that big too. I'm like, it's $8, even if I don't want it anymore. Huh?
Is it supposed to be a wine rack?
Probably, but I'm not going to use it as a wine rack.
Like thingies, the divots look like it's meant for, like the neck of a bottle of
Yeah,
wine.
but they're like too big for a neck and too small for the bottle. If
So
that
they're
makes sense. Like the divots don't seem to line up with wine bottles.
interesting. Okay, so it's just
And
hard.
it's not that deep. I don't even know if it's deep enough for a bottle, unless like
I feel
the
like
neck is
who,
sticking
yeah,
out.
gave this like a nice sand, did
That's what
something
I mean. Like
weird
it's
shell.
a
If it's
yeah, it's like a fixer upper.
solid wood, yeah, that's like you can make it work.
Yeah,
Even if
well, I can take out those like wine rack shelves and put in just like a flat piece or something else,
yeah,
right? And turn it into something else because like the top I like polished off and it actually looks kind of nice now. And the sides. It's really like the inside that I gotta kind of do a little bit. But again, it was $8. I was like, sure, why not? You
yeah.
know, it was at the thrift store. So I guess I'll go back to Facebook Marketplace and see if there's this coffee table that looks kind of interesting, but it's free, which
Send me a screenshot.
of the coffee table.
Yes, I want to see
Okay, hold on.
one of the like not in Schenectady proper, but like a neighboring capital region town. Somebody posted like a giant Peppa Pig costume for $200 on Facebook Marketplace, and I saw that, and I just had to screenshot it. It was just so funny. I mean, like, what am I gonna do with that? Nothing. But it's so funny. I
This
texted you
person has like
today. This is
this is a,
large.
I don't know how big it is. It's hard to tell the
No,
scale in the
that looks
picture.
huge.
Is it?
That looks like a
I'm just
massive
saying.
coffee table. Like that has to be like 3 feet tall.
Well, I have space. Like the living room is obviously right now is completely empty. So there is space.
This also looks like it
And
like a medieval castle.
it says 27 by 27 by 20 actually in the
Really?
description.
27 by 27 by 20.
Yeah,
So you're
inches.
telling me that's only 20 inches tall. It looks so much taller than that.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard to tell the scale. I think, yeah, so it says 27 by 27 by 20. Here's a foldable treadmill for free. Yeah, this, what is this?
Also,
Delicious Cuban and Latin food for $1,000.
the other things in this coffee table picture, it's like children's play table, storage rack with like work briefcase bag,
Is that what that is?
some sort of, well, no, this is like far left. No, there's like literally a saddle on like a saddle rest. And
Let's see, yeah, middle back.
that's a saddle, like for a horse. Like those are
Yeah, well,
definitely stirrups.
this is kind of, it's not, I wouldn't say it's a rural area, but it is rural-ish.
Yeah. I
I mean,
do
it's a suburb. It counts as a
the
suburb, I think, but
console chest thing in the back right. That thing like looks really rustic.
I was
It
gonna
probably
say that thing looks a little beat up.
a ton of
Yeah.
work. You're going to need a
And
ton
then
of work.
what is
Very
that, like a vacuum on the top, sitting on top of it?
probably a snowblower, right? Or like a heater?
Well, you don't think it's like a floor vacuum, like one of those vacuums where you put it on the ground and like they have it
Well,
like
it
in
stands in
bathrooms?
place. Like it won't move. You know?
No, like those ones where you we put it down. Oh, here's a small table for $60. Oh, that's like not that nice.
I don't know. I'm not really vibing with this coffee table. It's like
I said it
overwhelming.
was okay. I said maybe, but I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if I mean, it's free, so
Free, but like you also don't have to decorate with it just because it's free.
yeah. What is this? This person's selling a terrible dining set for $1.
Are they actually
Oh wait,
selling it for
no.
$1, or do they put in the caption that it's actually more than that? People do that all
No,
the
it
time.
says $30 in the caption. I love when they do that.
Hmm.
When they lie. That's always good. Anyway, so that concludes the part of the podcast where we talk about stuff.
Oh, here we go. Selling locally here 23 hours ago. Caption: handmade wood raccoon. Handmade wood raccoon for sale. It has a hook on the back for easy hanging and also the maker's name. $20. Pickup only, cash only. Measurements are in pictures.
Okay.
We've also got rooster glass decorative hanging.
Now you're just looking for stuff for you. Is that what we're
No, I just pulled up Facebook Marketplace to see
Okay,
what
yeah,
was
that's
happening. But yes, these are things in my area. I have to type in your area to get your results.
I
Lots.
mean, like I said, it's a small community, so it's not as even Schenectady is bigger.
How do
Oops,
you feel
probably
about
would.
gold banana candlestick holders?
I do not need candlestick holders.
They're like
Um,
actually really funny. Let me send you a screenshot. Well, this is in Jersey City, New Jersey.
okay, that's not even close to you. Well,
Yeah, oh,
I mean,
that was
yeah,
in
it's really not close to you.
the section.
The
No,
the Turning Stone is closer to you, as
yeah,
we've discussed.
that's closer. This feels like the estate sale all over again. Just a little bit.
Oh man, we didn't go to that museum, did we? I don't think we did.
No, we didn't go to the museum. We should have gone there. Could have pretended it was the estate sale.
For our listeners, this is a deep inside joke that no one will get.
No one will get.
Yeah, I just do not need candlestick holders, let alone gold banana candlestick holders.
They're kind of like what?
Like, what are you supposed to do? Is this like a serious thing?
I genuinely like the fact that they're golden makes me think that they were serious, but they look so unserious.
It's hard, yeah, it's hard to tell if this is supposed to be a joke thing or it's like, no, this is you put this in your fancy dining room and have dinner parties.
Yeah, I don't know. I would think that like the fancy candlestick holders you want would be like crystalline, but
Or it's just like an art thing, maybe. I don't know.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
could just be artsy.
Well, um, what is this? This person just put moving and then they just post their junk. Yeah, this is all just junk.
Easy way to move. Just try and convince other people to buy your stuff. Ooh, someone's selling a really pretty clean bed frame. Do I want a new bed frame? I don't really need a new bed frame.
Well, you might as well.
It is pretty. It's like a built-in headboard. That thing looks dense. Like
Yeah, so I guess I'll keep an eye on Facebook, but it's
it's
not really.
one of those things where you kind of have to like be really patient with it, and then even then, it still may never pay off because in a smaller place, it's not as good because there's less people buying and selling. It's really useful in, a bigger city because you have more people, more population, more likelihood to find someone with a similar taste and decor to you that's getting rid of something
Yeah.
or moving. So,
I mean, luckily, there are a lot of people that move around here just because it's a military
mhm.
town. But a lot of those people in the military, since the military pays for your move, like you don't necessarily have to get rid of your stuff every time you move.
Right.
So you really are relying on the non-military people to move, and they don't always have the best stuff. So
Yeah. That makes sense.
anyway, we can wrap up soon if you want, if you got other things going on.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I gotta fill out this packet.
Yeah, you still got to do your forms that you started the podcast doing, but
Yeah,
I
and then
assume
I was like,
didn't do
let's do
any.
my forms, and then I didn't do my forms. Do you
Okay.
have any pain? Please rate your pain. Oh, I will add, because I think that this is worth sharing, because it's delicious. I recently discovered the new flavor of Polar Seltzer, Georgia Peach. I think it's a newer one. I don't know if it's just new to me or if it's new in general, but I was over at a friend's house and they had it and I tried it and it was delicious. And I just got some at the store over the weekend and I'm having one this evening and it's very delicious and refreshing and everybody should try it if you are an enjoyer of sparkling water.
Just that flavor?
Well, my go-to flavor for Polar is cranberry lime, but a lot of their flavors are really good. And then when I was talking to my mom earlier, I was telling her about the Georgia peach, and then she was telling me about cranberry clementine, which she accidentally bought because she sent my dad to the store, and the picture looked the same. Like the box looked really similar, so he accidentally grabbed the wrong box. But she said that it was delicious, so I'll have to try that one. That's all I know about Polar Seltzer.
Okay, okay. I have some information for you.
Here we go.
The Georgia peach flavor is not necessarily new. Um, it's been around for a while, at least in bottles, but in cans, it did just start going to cans this year.
I see, so that's what it is. Because I always just do cans.
Yeah, if you're a can person, then it is relatively new, but the flavor has existed. That's been your Polar Seltzer update for the day.
Your Polar Seltzer update. Also, I think it was, what's the brand? Waterloo. I think Waterloo was the brand that did a collaboration with Guy Fieri, and they have one or two like Guy Fieri Waterloo flavors that are like brambleberry pie or something like that. I don't know what it is.
Let's see. All flavors.
Waterloo Guy Fieri. Okay. Spicy mango sorbet, huckleberry compote,
Yeah, but which ones are
huckleberry
the guy?
cobbler, and lemon Italian ice. It's like Guy Fieri Flavor Town Waterloo crossover.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Sporked review. Scrolling down, scrolling down. Huckleberry cobbler. Pros, nice huckleberry flavor, smells bold, flavors bold, reminds me of the way strawberry shortcake dolls smelled back in the 1980s. If you gravitate towards berry flavored sparkling water, you'll like this. Cons, not really a cobbler element, just berry. Tastes great, but I was expecting them to at least attempt a baked good sort of flavor. Don't know if that's been done in the sparkling water realm, but Guy Fieri would be just crazy enough to do it. 8.5 out of 10 sporks. Spiced mango sorbet. This flavor is so good. Nice, juicy, tropical aroma. Slaps you in the face when you crack open the can. Flavor lives, up to the smell. Something going on here. I can't quite put a finger on it. Tastes creamy, which I suppose is their attempt at sorbet. Frankly, it's giving mango ice cream rather than mango sorbet, but no need to quibble. It's great. Cons says spiced. That doesn't mean spicy. I was hoping for perhaps a little peppery heat on the finish. 9 out of 10 sporks. Waterloo Lemon Italian Ice. If you're a real Fieri fanboy, like moi, that's what they put in parentheses, you are aware that Guy Fieri's Italian ancestors Americanized their last name to Fieri when they immigrated to the US, and despite being raised as Guy Fieri, he changed his name back to Fieri when he was in his 20s to honor his heritage. Anyway, he clearly takes being Italian American seriously, and maybe that's why this new Waterloo flavor is so good. Doesn't just taste like lemon, it really tastes like lemon Italian ice. Has that same brightness, and even though it isn't sweet, obviously, it strongly suggests sweetness. I like this much better than LaCroix's limoncello flavor. Cons, as you sip, the flavor becomes less pronounced, still highly refreshing bev that you could definitely toss in the cooler if you're planning a beach day this summer. 9 out of 10 sporks.
Okay. That's our review update.
That's our review update. That's all I've got.
Wow.
I have
Okay, I
no
guess that's the show.
other.